like and subscribe to the channel, and maybe I won't tell your parents exactly what you smoked on the weekend with friends. What happened to the unpopular or bullied girl after high school? She married a lovely, caring man. She worked for a number of years as a computer programmer. They traveled the world, bought a house, had a child who is now a wonderful young man. She now is a published author. I'm so glad we became friends in junior high. She inspires me. A girl in my year was bullied relentlessly for being odd. Unfortunately, she had a very unstable home life and her mother suffered from fairly severe mental health issues. They had a very explosive relationship. One day during class she just couldn't suppress her feelings anymore, so she took a pair of scissors out of her bag and proceeded to cut off all of her hair right there at her desk. That was 8 years ago. To this day, she still lives at home with her mother and does some sort of art course at the local college. Things don't always get better for people when high school ends, but I hope she is doing okay. The last I heard she was living on the streets. We've actually tried to track her down a few times over the years, but she appears to have disappeared. I truly hope she is doing better now. She was a really sweet girl. Other assholes kids would bully her for her weight, not realizing she came from an abusive foster home. She lost a lot of weight, stopped dressing emo, and became very attractive. She's got a good sense of humor and pokes fun of herself, posting old pictures on FB for fun. I'm fine, outwardly. Married to a wonderful man with 2 brilliant beautiful children. Career I can work on in placeholder fashion, while the kids are young but great potential for future developments. Internally I'm riddled with self-doubt, anxiety and depression. Always trying to please people, surprised that people seem to like me, and anytime I see people talking in low tones to each other, my knee-jerk reaction is to think they're talking shit about me. I'm 37. Bullying leaves deep scars. One committed suicide later in her 20s. I think that had more to do with her screwed up family than the bullying. The other is an amazing pharmaceutical scientist. I'm FB friends with her. She's still quirky, odd and not outwardly attractive, but she is happy and living her best life. Never married, though. Has been in a very long serious relationship and not sure why that ended. Continues to be very happy, though. I was the bullied girl. They bullied me to suicide attempts. After school I had a great time as a traveling musician, met my very intelligent and attractive husband, got married, purchased a house, got a dog, regularly travel and spend time in the great outdoors, and now we are expecting our first child. The 2 worst bullies both have 3+ kids with all different dads. One still lives with her parents, the other tends to cling on to different dudes and suck them dry till they kick her and her kids out. I ran into one of them at a wedding we had mutual connection to. She had clearly abandoned all self-care, smelled bad, and was drinking heavily. I'm not even mad at myself for feeling so smug as I sat there with my husband and said, I guess you peaked in high school, I deserve that after what she did to me. That was me, yay. Having a very sick mom with basically no income and messed up teeth meant I got bullied all of the time. I struggled with suicidal thoughts/attempts, went to therapy, and figured out that I needed to get the fuck away from that area to sort myself out. I went off very far away to college, graduated with my feet on the ground, found a job I love and am good at, and married the most amazing guy, oddly my crush throughout school from back home. We have a loving, middle-class life and home, and I've managed to get better looking since I got clear braces and stayed in shape, unlike my peers. All I had to do was leave to realize that their little hate bubble was all they'd ever have. Being the kid who was unpopular and bullied, I can tell you my personal experience. In high school I was severely bullied about being short, skinny and had some disabilities. So I was beaten up at it. I was bullied both by students and teachers. Teachers told me that I could not get it to college. Said I was stupid, etc. Now I'm a freelance graphic designer and artist who owns a business, DB Art and Design, making a graphic novel series with a fan base. I also have a high-paying job and 2 college degrees. I also am a fit, strong person who does the tough mudder when I'm not working. It may not be the coolest story, but I thought you might like it. Edit. Thank you for all the love you guys gave me for this. In order to succeed, you must fight through failure. Drew Bisson. Simple. I reassure her everything's gonna be alright cause you don't need to be popular or liked in order to have a good life, especially not in high school. I told her you're likely never gonna see them again, and I've known this girl for quite a while. I knew what it was like to be in her shoes, and basically told her you're unpopular for your own good, and that's okay. Keep your crowd small. People don't like those who are different, but the way I see it, different is unique. Just because you're different than everyone else doesn't downgrade you, you're just a rose in a field of daisies. Being different is good, but owning it will make you feel a lot more better. We are currently running on 8 months in our relationship and I couldn't be happier. There's nothing I won't do to make her smile. This girl was bullied for being a witch and does voodoo. She bite her fingers till it bleeds then sips it. Also, she had a crush on our gay math teacher and fantasizes about him being her Christian Grey. She posts it on Facebook too. Also, she made tons of fake Facebook profiles talking shit about other people in our class. So yeah, she was bullied for it. She started going to the gym and wearing heavy makeup and sexy outfits, even when she's in the nearby mall where everyone is just wearing simple clothes. We lived in a pretty small city. She also bragged on Facebook that she's the richest in her community college and that she's dating an Arab she met online. Also, she was kind of trending 2 months ago because she was trying to seduce an ex-boyfriend and she didn't know she was actually talking to the current GF. The current GF pretended to be the guy and catfished her and made her wait at the nearby Starbucks for 3 hours, then made fun of her. It was all over Facebook, but it was deleted. I actually felt bad for her, but she argued with me for no good reason before. I don't remember, but it was pretty childish. It seems like she was still struggling with issues that she can't overcome and that even money can't cure. She's from a rich family, but she was weird as fuck. I wish her well though. I was the unpopular girl, never really fit in, had a rep for being weird, but got good grades. Never really understood what made me weird until college got difficult. Eventually went to get checked out because it seemed like my brain was always a bit off. Got diagnosed with autism, age 21, and it explains a lot. It was just harder to see because of my gender. ASD is underdiagnosed in girls, and because I was an overachiever at school, at the cost of having little ability to make friends and a lot of ability to alienate everyone in every school I'd been to. Girls, if you think something's up, get checked out. If I'd been diagnosed earlier, it might have helped people understand I wasn't just a batty old weirdo, and maybe my schools would have helped me. Heck, my parents might have understood me better and not just told me to get over it. It also just helps a lot knowing it's not your fault. It's made me a happier person. Edit. I still have mental health issues stemming from an inability to cope with social issues. A diagnosis isn't a cure-all, nor is it an excuse to do anything bad. It's just a means of understanding what's wrong and leads to support and better management of conditions. She was bullied because she always smelled awful, had dirty clothes and greasy hair, and every time headlines were spread at the school everyone would accuse her of being the culprit. She dropped out and got married, got pregnant, but got harassed online for being a teen mum. Then everyone found out that the reason she was always so dirty is because her mother was in prison for child abuse. She didn't know who her dad was, and her aunt, who had sole custody, made her sleep on the floor with 14 dogs and didn't let her shower. People felt really bad and tried to reach out, but she told them all to fuck right off. She's really happy with her new family and looks like she's being the best mum. Got a job, supportive husband and a house of their own. It's sad she couldn't continue with her education because she was so incredibly smart. We went to a really prestigious school and she outperformed everyone, but ended up leaving without any qualifications. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel and like. Share your stories in the comments.